Welcome to the Blue Cup in the Attic. No portion of the Blue Cup in the Attic may be used without the expressed written consent of Kimmy Wyatt. Hello. This Blue Cup in the Attic is about construction gear, no construction. Okay. A couple of announcements. You guys, I have let's see, how do I go in with my announcements? Because I'm thinking about something, and so I apologize. Okay, so YouTube channel, please join the YouTube channel and be sure to click the notification bell so that you are one of the first to get notifications of new videos I post up. This is not all I do. I currently have 280 videos on YouTube. Please listen to all of them so that you can really get in tune with me and find out what's going on. Sometimes you have to really, it's not just listen to the Blue Cup in the Attic. You have to really listen to me and the other things that I do to grasp why I'm being targeted, and stalked. And you'll get it. Like, okay, this lady does a lot of things, so they're targeting her. She's real worldly, and I'm not bragging. It is what it is. I know how to do this and that and the other. I have a lot of business stuff, sexual as well. So yeah, I'm not just someone walking on the streets or whatever, no offense to anyone. And, they're not doing anything. And so I get it. I got it from the beginning. I really did. When I found out the terminology of targeted individuals and all that, I trust me, I got it. Okay. It's like, okay, I would target me, just in a joking way, but yeah, I get it. Still not going to happen. I'm not accepting it, but that's majorly the reason why. Okay. And they've seen me in the nude and the whole kit and caboodle, some idiots. Twist pudding. I have come up with my 5-year research twist pudding, 5+ years. If you're in the natural hair care movement, please join that playlist. I have 11 playlists on YouTube and everything is in playlist. Like I said, 280 videos as it stands right now, or 280 plus. And, excuse me, you can see what else I do. One of those, playlists is my natural hair journey. And, you can, go there and get tips on whether you have natural hair or not. Because like I said, I've done 5 years of research. As a matter of fact, I've talked about the benefits of onion juice, for your scalp. I talk about, protein. I'm going to do a 3-part series on protein. The importance of protein, which I kind of tapped into in a video. However, I was just tapping into it. That was not the purpose of the video. So, and how critical protein is for the growth of your hair, the strength of your hair, etc. Just everything about protein, very in depth. Using scientific terminology and why this and, the whole kit and caboodle. But that hair pudding, which is not the official name, that's a trade secret. I have not posted the official name, is available for purchase, 8 ounces or 16 ounces. I wanted something that would moisturize your hair, that would, lock in the twists, that would, bacteria and the whole thing, you guys, dandruff, prevent all of this stuff and most importantly, grow your hair. And so I have come up with that. I can just really pat myself on the back. Wasn't the purpose initially. I was doing things for my hair and I was like, okay, I gotta pass this on. And I will tell you this, balding and everything, my play sister, who can attest to this, I put this on her hair and I don't know if it was in the twist pudding form. It wasn't the twist pudding form. Okay. Because I have a whole line of stuff coming out and, I put this on her hair and her hair started growing, you guys. It did. And, I asked her how long had she been bald? And she said for 4 years and she had never had hair grow in that area. So yeah. So it really works, you guys, and growing my hair like crazy. Scroll down to order that. Donations. If you would like to send me donations, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. If you want to send but can't, I love you just as much. I sincerely do. Thank you. Just the thought means a lot to me, that you're thinking about me. I really need your donations for moving and a lot of projects and things that I'm going to be bringing to you guys. Also, 2019. It's here. I'm going to be doing business meetings. I'm going to be doing business meetings on business, what you should do, what you shouldn't do, talking specifically about what type of business you want to start and where you can go from there. Resources. We're going to eat. It's a 2-day seminar. They're going to be in the Dallas area initially. The girl can't travel right now, but eventually I will. And the Lord has shown me that. And so I will be coming to, as this grows, to maybe your area. Okay. So that you won't have to come to me. And, but they're going to be in the Dallas area initially. I know a lot of things, you guys, and there are people out there who have money, but they don't know what to do with it. They don't know what should I do with my money or, for business. I want to start this particular type of business. And also phone number, just all kinds of stuff. I have information where, you can pay for resources that are free or nominal. You guys, a lot of people don't know that they can utilize things. And so they're unaware. They have no clue or minuscule clue about business and what you're going to do and what you should do. Also, if you smoke weed, I've mentioned this in other videos, do not come to my meeting. It's not that you smoke weed. Don't come to the meeting smelling like weed, because I feel this is my personal opinion, make it do what it do. But if you are really, truly trying to go into business, this is like a business meeting and you're coming and smelling like weed, you're not ready. You're not ready. Keep it real, and so I'm going to be in your face like that. You're not ready. Business is business, and people don't want to come in your store and you're smelling like pot. When they come up to the counter to pay for their stuff, some people will walk off. Literally, some people are not using it for medicinal purposes like they claim that they're using it for. It's more recreational. That I have no problem with that. That's your body. But when you come to my meeting, please do not reap of the smell of weed. Skunk powder is what I call this. What is this other weed that's out? Just don't do it, because you're going to probably be sitting next to someone, and I don't want them to have to suffer smelling like weed the whole entire time. Okay. 2-day seminar. Even if you have jackets or whatever, and that smell like weed, you can even ask someone who does not smoke weed, does this smell like weed or whatever? Ask them, before you come, because I will put you out seriously. And being nice and cordial, we can work something out. Maybe you can go change clothes or something. Bring something with you guys, if you smoke weed, because if I smell it, if someone tells me they smell weed, and I'm going to announce, if you smell anyone in here smelling like weed, please let me know, because I just don't do that. Okay. It's not because I don't do it. It's because it's very rude. Okay. All right. You can't control cigar smoke or anything like that or whatever, but the weed. Yeah. No. Okay. And let's see what else. Let's see, donations, the hair pudding. Okay, so if I forgot something, then I will let you guys know. Okay, I am up under. You may hear something like that noise. I am up under my blanket. I'm sitting in a chair with the blanket on top of my head. You guys, Blue Cup in the Attic, and I also have Mylar that. It's not over my head, which it usually would be, but right now it's behind my head. I'm just relaxing my head on it. So you may hear that noise. The purpose of this, the Blue Cup in the Attic, by the way, and before I go to say that, I have about 11 playlists. I don't know if I mentioned this. I know I mentioned videos. I got about 280 plus videos on YouTube, and those videos are what I do. And let me finish this. And everything's in a playlist, and there's approximately 11 I got from over there. You guys, I had to move. There's approximately 11 playlists, and all are sorted in those playlists, the 280 plus videos. So you have the Blue Cup in the Attic, and then you also have the Blue Cup in the Attic Circumstance or Evidence, my natural hair care journey, MLD and MLM marketing, which is I help people lose weight. And that's the playlist for that. Let's see, You Like It, Buy It, which are things that I sell. And And just check out everything, you guys. Spend a Saturday with me. You will be amazed. I'm a hoot. I've had people. You should have been a comedian. Well, well. But yeah, check that out and get some popcorn. You're gonna need like 3-4 bags. I'm talking the big bags of popcorn. And check that out, you guys, and check your girl out and spend a Saturday or something with me. And let's see, I think that's it. If I forget something, I will post it. Donations. I think I mentioned donations. Oh, the donations and the You Like stuff on the You Like It, Buy It, the collection. Well, there you go. 34 collections. Scroll down where the text is. There I have 34 collections, which will kind of give you a summation of some of the things I do. And I say some because that is not all I do, you guys. And you can actually click the link, and when you get to the page, actually follow any collections you want to follow from there. Once you or you can actually click the link and go to the collection itself and see what I've posted thus far. I work on all of my collections, but at different times. So you're not like, that's not the reason, but I'm just one person. So you're not going to be flooded with everything in your, stream being Kimmy Wyatt. So, there's some collections that's on my agenda to work on like this week, so I've got to work on those. All right. Okay. All right. So yeah, let's see. I have, no, I just thought about a collection that I need to work on this week, my pet peeves. And yeah, and I have a folder with my pet peeves in it. And amazingly, I don't think I've seen that folder I've seen it recently, but I haven't seen it here extremely recently. And I'm like, somebody's gotten some out of my bag, because they come in my apartment. I'm like, somebody's gotten some folder out of my bag. I just couldn't put my finger on what folder it is. And I think it's my pet peeves, you guys. And I had some in there that I had not posted yet. Okay. And someone just followed that collection. No, I'm just joking. Well, someone did. So, hey, moving right along. Construction gear, no construction. You guys, I had noticed this before, but it had halted, stopped, or whatever. I've moved, but you guys be careful. And this is for business owners or that hire people to come do anything in construction. If they have to wear something fluorescent, like a fluorescent jacket, watch out. These construction companies, not crossing guards, because you're probably going to know who that really truly is supposed to be. Anything, an already established building where people are coming to redo something or do something. You guys be careful of people that are fake, wearing these fluorescent construction, wearing fake fluorescent construction gear. I have been seeing multiple people doing this. Saw 2 yesterday, had to go to a meeting yesterday. Excuse me. And I take my battery out of my phone. So as soon as I get on the shuttle, as you guys know, I no longer have a vehicle. So I get on the shuttle, get on the train, depending on where I have to go. And if I have to go just a shuttle point, then I just stay on the shuttle. If I have to get off the shuttle and catch the train to go in somewhere where the train goes, or a train, there's 4 red line, blue line, green line, orange line, then I'll stay on the train once I get off the shuttle. But if I have to go somewhere else, in other words, I may have to take up to 3 modes of transportation to get where I need to go. Yesterday it was 3. Okay. What they will do is hire perps. The perps are there. Excuse me. And the perps they will drop the perps off at work. If they don't have transportation, they will drop the perps off at stops that they know that train, that shuttle goes to see where you're going, and they will get on and follow you to see where you're going. Okay. I dodged them and I beat them at all costs every time. I knew I had to go downtown to get to my 3rd mode of transportation to get to where I needed to go. And so you see them actually coming to sit by. Please, you guys, not paranoia. Trust me. You got to be there. You will see them. Well, let me back up. Because that sounds like paranoia. Let me give you some examples. Yesterday, a white truck, and I got video of this. You guys got video, so you'll know what I'm talking about. Okay, I will be posting that up. A white truck, for which I've seen, excuse me, right here on these premises. And nothing shocks me. As a matter of fact, I was recording something and I just kept recording because I'm used to this. I'm true to it, not new to it. They follow me everywhere I go. So it's no, there's a white truck or there's the white truck. There's more than one. And I see this white truck and they will go to the ends of the earth. I mean, they will, if that truck could have gotten in one of those trees and just sat there and again, the guy could watch me, he would have done it. This is what I'm talking about. Perverts to the highest level of capacity, stalked, followed. So there's horses, in a field, in the big field. As a matter of fact, okay, I'm at the train station. Go figure. One side of the train station is property that belongs to probably more than one person. I mean, we're talking a train station. And I'm going to tell you, the DART trains, Dallas Area Rapid Transit is what that stands for. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. It's for Dallas, Texas, and abroad, okay? Other, surrounding cities. 3 cars. So the recording as the train is approaching will say something like, now approaching Blue Line, 3 cars. They need me. They should have hired me for that. Excuse me. And that wasn't my best because my voice is doing something. Yeah. And so, Blue Line. Okay. And 3 cars. 3 cars, or actually 3 sections. So you actually have 1, 2, 3 cars connected together, very long. And so, yesterday, I'm and look at this video because you will see this building. You will get a very clear view of what I'm talking about when I post this not this video, but the video where I was yesterday, initially. And so I'm on the side of this building, and this building, by the way, is for the drivers of the trains, the workers for DART, the shuttles that are not affiliated with DART. For anyone that drives to go use the restroom. Just really small building, but the clients, I mean the patrons cannot go in there. So it's a small building, brick building. So I'm on the side of that building where the train does not go that far, but the rails are down there, and I'm recording something, and I see this white truck. I look through these trees. I see this white truck. The dude is just parked. That wasn't good enough. He goes to another I'm thinking he's gone. He comes back like 6-7 minutes later. He's parked in this parking lot. They're bold. They do things that would make you think that they belong where they are if you're not paying attention, but they don't. He shoots out of there, and I'm thinking, okay, he's gone. And next thing I know, I look around, I'm walking and recording, and I look around the building, and he's parked in the building where the building was. No cars in the building, in the parking lot. None. Okay, let me say that. No vehicles in the parking lot. Across from that parking lot, literally on the, not on the other side, but literally across, is another empty parking lot. So they have more than ample parking if. And so, this dude had parked not in the parking lot where I was, but he parked facing the building in the other parking lot. You'll see all of this. Well, you won't see that, but you will see, you'll see the parking lot, but you won't see this vehicle in it. And you'll see the video and know why. You will see the video. You'll see the vehicles, but you won't see this particular vehicle in that parking lot. You will just see the parking lot. Okay. And you gotta watch that video. So what happened was this, older white guy, white people, I have already told you, white people are involved in this at the top. This is not just, I harp on the Hispanics, Guatemalans, Salvadorians, Hondurans, but white people, as you go up the tier structure, are at the top. When they come out, it's because I'm smarter than the people on the lower levels. Okay. Seriously, I'm not bragging. I am. And so I know how to dodge. I know when I'm being watched. I know blah, 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 blah. I'm not the dumbest cookie in the cookie jar. And it's sad that a lot of Black African women who are being spied on, or women, period, but mostly Black African women, they have absolutely no freaking clue that they are being spied on because they have no freaking clue. They see things and just kick it to the curb. That's just someone. And then we'll talk about me. Kimmy, she's crazy, blah, 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 blah. Okay, what? Excuse me? No, you're crazy. You're crazy because you're shooting the messenger. And you don't shoot the messenger. You listen, take it in, absorb it, do what you want to do with it, but you do not shoot the messenger. And that's what I am. Okay, so if you're being watched and they're enjoying you sitting on the toilet with your legs wide open or whatever you have going on, knock yourself out, dudes, because this one right here, she doesn't give a fat rat in the New York tunnel about you watching her because she is unaware and does not want to face the truth. If it's the truth, doesn't have to be, but she is not woke. Okay, stay woke, you guys. I have a video in the Blue Cup in the Attic playlist called Stay Woke. I just published it up about 2 weeks ago. Stay woke. Everything that you see, don't make up excuses for it. If it quacks like a duck, looks like a duck, it's a duck. You are being stalked. You are being followed. And sadly, a young lady got on the bus yesterday, the train on the way back, sat across from me, but a seat up. And I didn't pay attention to this at first. Didn't know she wasn't like looking back all the time. She looked back, normal. This guy. Black guy got on the train and sat in front of her, on my side, but in front. They'll try to pretend like, play it off. Worst actors and actresses on the planet. And so I noticed him get on, no problem. But I also noticed her body language when he got on. First thing I thought was, oh, he probably was watching her or something while she was at the train, or something happened, even though he got on at a different stop, which they would do. So this dude sitting in the front with his back to her, in front of me, with his back to me, she gets off of the train but no, they get off at the same stop. See, I can tell this woman, she's waking up. She's seeing something is going on. This is a perp that's following her and watching her in her apartment. And she doesn't know, she knows something's going on. They got off at the same stop. He got off at his closest exit, and she was was fixing to get off, and he wasn't going to get off at that exit door until he saw that that's the direction she was coming in, which was closest. But when she saw him go out the door, she turned around and went in the opposite direction. I said, yeah, she's being watched. She's being watched, and she knows this dude is following her everywhere she goes, because she did one of those kind of things when she got ready to get off. I said, this is amazing. This is absolutely amazing that these ignorant $, $E signs are getting away with this. They're not really getting away with it. Thanks to me and a lot of you. We need to have a party. A targeted individuals party. You think the building would blow up? Yes, it would. Okay. So we can't do that. So back to this white truck. So this white truck parks in a parking lot across from the parking lot for which I was close to, facing in my direction or facing the building. I just so happened to look around the corner. I'm like, oh, I waved at him. Hi. Which I will do. Have no problem. Went back around the building because I use, like right now, I'm walking and recording. I'm actually walking very slow, recording, and I will do that often, and so, I had just come from around there looking at this dude, right? Okay. Didn't stay, just waved. I think I waved once or twice. I don't know. Never stopped, skipped a beat. But you would hear me saying hi in the video. But when I came around from walking the second time, also trying to see if he was still there, in the parking lot where I was, or the parking lot close to where I was another white truck. Stay with me. Not necessarily parked in the parking lot, but I had to say the driveway, because it's not a driveway, but on the street of the which is really not a major street, but on the street of the train station. And this guy, older dude, gets out, white dude, gets out and messes with a cone. He's got on fluorescent paraphernalia, and he he's pretending like he's messing with this cone thing, and I'm looking like, dude, are you serious? But then I thought he could be legit, but no, I'm 80% no, you're not legit. You guys know by the time I'm walking and talking, you know by the time I walk back around that building, and I'm right there. I just came to the end, very small building, and you'll see this in the video. By the time I came back around, walking again, and went back around there, that dude didn't even hear him, and I'm on this end, had parked that vehicle, that truck right there in the parking lot, like really close to me. I didn't even hear it, and I have very good hearing. He did that quick. He got out, he approached, he started standing there by me to listen to what I was saying, but I couldn't stop recording because I'm recording. I'm like, okay, you're trying to hear what I'm saying, and we're wondering what I'm doing. And then I thought maybe he works for DART. It did cross my mind. No. You're listening to what I'm saying, because the other idiot could not hear what I was saying. So you want to listen to what I'm saying. You see me on my phone. He saw me on my phone. The perps saw me on my phone. I'm moving. You guys want to know where I'm moving so you can continue to do this shit. Excuse me. I have to say that. Continue to follow me and stalk me wherever I'm going. Guns will be out. You guys, I have already made that decision. Guns will be out. This was the last straw. You try to give people the benefit of the doubt, and they think they think they can play with you. Don't play with me. Okay? So I'm just letting you guys know ahead of time, whomever's listening, hint, clue. So I asked him. He said something happened. He said, or are you, look, because he was over there. He shouldn't have been over there right there, Well, he could have been over there. I was too, but when I came back around the building and saw him in the truck, he came over and started listening. He said, are you looking for me? I said, excuse me? Are you looking for me? No. Oh, okay. I said, well, who are you? He said, oh, I'm waiting for some people to meet me right here. A group of people to meet me right here. I said, oh, okay. Oh, no, not me. And I said, no, I have a radio show I'm recording. You guys, do you know? He went and got back in his truck, and I said, oh, no. That wasn't good enough. You asked me questions. Now it's time for me to ask you questions. I'm so freaking pissed off, you guys, that do you know that recording got ready to listen? Because I listened to everything before I posted. Do you know I got ready to listen to this recording just before recording this? And do you know I accidentally deleted? Here's why. Satan. No, that's not why. But I was, as a matter of fact, I started listening to it, but no. What? No. I had one video, the 15 not destructive chemicals, and this is in my videos. I keep some of my videos that I've just posted up so I can listen to them, and then I will eventually delete them even though they've been posted up. And this is called 15 dangerous chemicals in your shampoos and other products. And so that was on there. The video I did, the audio yesterday, excuse me, and which included me talking to him at the very end almost. And also I had accidentally, instead of going to listen to it, that's what it was, I accidentally pressed the record button. I thought, then I started listening to it. So there's three items listed, right? 2 seconds of nothing, the recording from yesterday, and 15 dangerous chemicals, blah, 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 blah. I decided while listening, hadn't even been 10 seconds in to this video that I did yesterday, audio, to go ahead and delete the 2 seconds that I did. Why the H backwards 3LL did I do that? I should have just kept listening, but I saw it there. It started bothering me being a perfectionist, good God Almighty, and I deleted the wrong one. So there's a yay for them, but not really. Because I have video. Video is better than audio. Okay, so here we go. So that wasn't good enough for me. And you would have heard this conversation in that video, but I'm going to tell you what happened. So I walk up to the truck. I'm still recording. And he sees me. He's eating something. He sees me, and so did he open the door or let the window down? I'm trying to remember. Either way, he can converse with me, and he says, I said, yeah. I said, so what do you do? Are you guys sitting down? Now, I just told him I was recording. I have a radio show. I was recording, right? I said, what do you do? He thought, thinking he's smart for about 5 seconds. I mean, well, 3 seconds. And said, radio. You could have bought him for 5 cents because he knew that was not what he meant to say. He looked down and I said, because you guys know me, I gave him this look like with the head turning to the left. The dog looked like, you know how dogs, when they're wondering what the H backwards 3LL are you doing? And they'll tilt their head to the side. I gave him that look, which I do very well. Thank you very much. And when he saw me giving him that look, that's when he knew I heard it. And he looked down. He said, "Oh, because I said right. I said radio." He said, "Oh, radios. They're like, in other words, CB radios. Radios. Walkie talkies. Dude. Not only are you over here with a freaking fluorescent freaking jacket on, you even got the hard hat." You took your costume, your Halloween costume, to a whole entire level. You might as well go home to your wifey and do cosplay. Construction worker. You're messing with the cones. A cone. You're playing it up and stooping it up. But you know what? I took drama classes. You didn't. Dude, you are over her part. I just told you that I have a radio show, basically. You say radio. Because that's what's on the tip of your head. That's what's on your dome. That's what's in your dome. That's the last thing you heard me say. And since you're a freaking pervert, that's what's resonating in your head right now while you're eating your Scooby snacks. So that's what came out of your blank hole. I was going to call it something else, you guys. Your mouth. I have no problem walking up to these idiots. I have absolutely no problem. As a matter of fact, was this yesterday, the day before yesterday? Blah, 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 blah. No, couldn't have been that. Oh, yeah. When I got to my destination. I've seen this vehicle in the parking lot. A black chick drives it. She backed in. I got off the bus. I walked across. I saw her. She arrived right after I got off the bus. She backs the hell in. You hear me, y'all? Oh, I said it. Excuse me. H3 backwards. Forget it. She backs in, and I didn't skip a beat. I walked right on to the side of her vehicle, and when she looked and saw me, I hope she had some toilet tissue in her vehicle. That's all I have to say. And I said, I thought you were someone else. Yeah, she was just, when I looked back at her, she had her head turned to me, the back of her head. She wouldn't let me see her. Okay, like nice hair. Okay. Yeah. She did the double take and turned that head, you guys. Didn't respond to me, didn't do anything. But you're bold enough to follow me where I'm going. That's absolutely amazing. Get out! Let's talk. All right? So, this is what I saw. You guys didn't know this, but prior to me arriving, after I arrived at the train station, about to buy my ticket, and I'm like, I see two guys, two employees of the Dart company talking, and I said, you know what, I don't want to mess up like I did last time, because they've changed their fares and all of this, and so I asked the guy, I said, hey, I need to do such and such and such and such, and he said, no, what you want to do is get a PM pass. Never heard of it. He said they have an AM, that's till 12 noon, and then they have a 12 noon to 3 in the morning. So 3 a.m. until 12 noon. This is for people that work at night. They might get off at 5 in the morning and they can do little running around. But at 12 noon, that pass expires. Okay. They may get off at 5, but, and have to wait 36 minutes or something for the first start train or whatever it is, perfect, wonderful idea. And then 12 noon until 3 in the morning, so they split it up. And so he said, yeah, I guess that then you'll pay. It's cheaper instead of you getting an all day pass. An all day pass gives you access all day, it's regardless, 24 hours. So almost. And so I was like, oh, thank you. I said, but I don't see it on here listed. And so they got on the train, and train was sitting there. And so they got on. So another employee passed by, female. So I said, excuse me, ma'am, can I ask you something? She said, yeah. I said, can you explain to me like this AM PM thing? I want to get a PM pass, but it's not listed on the thing. And she said, make a long story short, that's because it's not PM yet. It doesn't show up. I said, so it doesn't show up until PM. She said, yeah. But she was going into something else. I said, well, we're basically saying the same thing, She said, yeah. I said, oh, okay. She said, no, that's not going to show up until 12. I said, okay, thank you. You know me, I go record. Like, got some free time. I'm not in my place. I go record, you guys. This guy says radio. And then all of a sudden he's selling or doing something with walkie-talkies, but he's got a fluorescent jacket on. You guys, this is what I saw after that. When you got two trucks, they're both white. Let me say this. Same two white trucks. Guy friend of mine comes and picks me up periodically. He knows I am not sleeping well. He will come and pick me up and take me to the moon, basically, and he knows I am not sleeping like I want. And so every blue moon, not all the time he picks me up, but every blue moon, he will come pick me up so I can get some sleep. Okay. Take a shower, whatever. And I've seen these two white vehicles. As a matter of fact, I had video of them. He had to go somewhere, pick me up. And these two vehicles, he parked in an underground parking. These two vehicles had the pictures. Had the video rather, because these two white trucks, same white trucks. And I'm gonna tell you something. When the first guy came, I saw the second truck come in. I didn't see the first one, but I saw the second truck come in. This is the underground parking and park. I couldn't see where they parked, but they went on their merry way. But when a guy came, see, they didn't know I was still in the truck, tinted windows in his truck. Tinted windows. Okay. So when he came around, I guess after looking for me, he didn't know who he was doing this to. He came under the underground walking. Okay. And we're parked right in the front, right at the entry. And he came in and he did his hand, some kind of hand gesture to beckon for him that I was not in there. You hear me? Like, no, she's not in there. Like, how you do under your neck. Like, no. And that's when I got out. I said, okay. Took a good look at him. He went to his truck. This is a underground parking. So you got to leave. It's only one way in, one way out, partner. You got to come up out of here. So I see these same two trucks exiting out of that parking lot, you guys. White men. When I walked from around that building, because I didn't really, it was 12:24. It had gotten, 12 o'clock came around. It was 11 something, a little after 11 when I first got over there. I said, oh gosh, let me go. And these trains run like every 20 minutes. And there was one there, okay, already. But by the time I walked up, it had gone. And that's when I was asking the questions about what should I do, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, no. It couldn't have been 12 o'clock. No, it couldn't have been 12 because, no, I said that wrong. I sat down. That was when I first got there that I asked the questions about what this, that, and the other. After I sat down, I went and sat down on the other side, in the public area. And that's when I guess said, you know what, you got some time, go record. Yeah, but I had already found out the information about what I should do and wait till 12 and all of that. So I said that wrong. But when I did record and everything, I was in the middle of my recording or at the end, and that's when I realized that 12:24, go, 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 go. Okay. So I already had the information that I needed. But to continue, you got two trucks in two different parking lots, one close to me, one on across the way, but they're literally right behind each other. Okay. But just two different parking lots. This is the only vehicle in this parking lot, and that's the only vehicle in that parking lot. How about when I walked and got around that building and where this second truck could see me, or basically the first truck, the one that was in the second parking lot? How about this? I heard it start. This is a truck. This is what made me turn and look. Because I know there's only two vehicles, and I know tridirectional hearing. Keep up with me. I can tell you with my eyes closed where two sounds are coming from or three sounds are coming from. Don't know if bidirectional or tridirectional are in the dictionary, but as far as I know, I came up with tridirectional hearing. I really have it. I can close my eyes and tell you point literally where noises are coming from. Okay. And I've been noticing that for years. I can't see that well. And since they claim that your other senses take over, it is what it is. Obviously, my ears took over. I'm not blind or anything, but I just have loss of sight. You know what I'm saying? I have to wear glasses and everything. I don't have to, but if I want to see far, I have to. Okay. So when I walked around that building and this guy could see me in the first truck, the actual first truck, that's when it started up, and I looked. And he started it up, and he didn't hesitate. He started it up, and he came and got right behind, but a parking space over this dude that I had just got through talking to, you guys. Now, let me tell you something. The span of time between the time that the guy was messing with the cone and parked and I'm talking to him. Now, the other guy's already there. Keep up with me. He's already there. He was the one, look at the video. He was the one that was in the wooded area. Even though there's a street down there, and went and parked, and that wasn't good enough. He couldn't see me because, of course, I'm moving. They don't understand. I'm smaller than your truck is, so I can move just a little bit quicker in a sense, move around while you got to come around and get to stop signs and street lights and do all this. I'm already gone, So I'm purposely, even though I walk in video, I'm purposely, because initially I was just in one spot. I don't walk in video all the time in audio. I was just in one spot, literally. Take 2 steps, stop, do about 10 minutes, take 2 steps. And then when I saw this white vehicle, I was like, okay. Let me, so it just depends on what's going on. Excuse me. But he parks, right behind him, but a space over. Now, this is what I didn't tell you. When I went around that building to go to the train, you got your white truck, second parking lot, but he was there first. You got your second truck, first parking lot where I am. He was there second. What I didn't tell you was right in between both of those vehicles was a white Dodge Charger-like vehicle, and I'm not familiar with vehicles, but I do know what a Charger looks like, completely white. I have seen that vehicle over here, a vehicle like that, let me say that, in this parking lot over here by me several times, okay? This white Charger, driven by a Hispanic, dude of Hispanic descent, I'm going to tell you how I know, was in the middle of both of them. In other words, this dude was in the first parking lot where I was, the parking lot where I was, but in the corner, way in the corner, facing the first dude in the first parking lot that I mentioned, which is really the second parking lot. Stay with me. In other words, facing the first dude. Okay. What are y'all doing? When I started walking off, when I saw that, and the dude started up his truck, and I looked and everything, but I'm still walking, but I looked, I'm like, what the hell? He's been sitting, you waiting on someone. They've been sitting there. Then here come another idiot. So how is it that y'all waiting on that you waiting on the meeting with someone? They're right there. Yeah, you waiting on to meet with someone. You're wondering where the hell I am and where I'm going, where I'm moving. What is she doing? Yeah, you're waiting on someone. All right. Them. Now they could have met up, y'all. Come on now. Stay with me. What? Oh, the the time from when the forget the white Dodge, the time span was man. I talked to this dude as I mentioned. He asked me, was I waiting on him? You stupid. Okay. I know this was a good 20, well, 17 minutes or something like that. This is not including the first idiot that was the first truck. He had already been sitting there, not including where when he was parking, where the horses and all that is. He in that area, he had already been sitting there probably like 7-8 minutes or something like that before this dude came up. Perps were at that, and I saw him staring at me. So, dude, the train is in the opposite direction. Stop staring at me still, because I'm mean mugging you right now. Thank you very much for turning around. Black dude. More than one. Actually, one of them, Hispanic dude, I'm seeing him, but I'm not on the side of the building. So when he saw me looking at him, he ran. Now this parking lot the one right at the train, right at where the train is, did have vehicles in it. He runs across, and I'm stepping out further and further and further. I'm almost on the train track to see where this dude is going, and he gets in a vehicle. Dude, you were just right there staring at me. Now I thought you were catching the train. The train's not here. But he runs and goes to a vehicle. You guys, I am so freaking stalked. It's not even funny. Okay. It's not a joke. I don't care. Bring it on. 2019. Yeah. I don't do New Year's resolutions, but okay. It's a new year, girl. Keep working on your cursing. I'm working on it, you guys. Yeah. So, to finish this off, my phone. Let me say something to you guys. You guys, I just told you guys earlier that I had thrown, if I did say this, I had thrown away one of my phones already. If you keep up with me and you're following the Blue Cup in the Attic playlist, you will know that I have a video called The Drastic Move, ... How to Move Without a Trace. In that video, I mentioned that you have to throw away basically everything if you're getting ready to move. Okay, stay with me. One of those things is your cell phones. I've already thrown away one of my cell phones because here lately they had been hacking. They go to the front if I'm at the front, truly hacking in it. And attempting to hack in it. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to throw this away anyway. Let me get on it. So it already had cracks in it. And I just got my hands in my apartment, wanted them to see this, cracked it, bent it, got all the stuff out of it or whatever, pulled this and that out, and put it in the trash. I also mentioned that I always take my battery out, second phone, take my battery out. And I did with that phone too, wherever I go. I do not keep my battery in my phone. Some people will turn theirs off if they're trying to not be targeted or trying to prevent something. Take your freaking battery out. It's the same thing and it's better. That just seals the deal. Turning your phone off is not necessarily, some people will choose to differ. If you turn your phone off, no. Your GPS is still there. Some people have enabled, what is it called? Find My Device or something like that. That means if that phone is off, it's still, because of the GPS, it's still going to find your device, and you're going to hear this noise, beep, or whatever the noise is, to let you know that your phone has been stolen or something like that. But your phone is off. No. Take the freaking battery out. That just seals the deal. Now, you guys are thinking, they found you because you put the battery back in your phone. No. You're talking, honeys, this chick right here, every time I put my battery back in my phone, different phone. I admit the other phone, Samsung, had just too many bells and whistles. This one doesn't. Okay. Not only, and it's newer than the one I had, but it just doesn't have all that stupid stuff that this particular, it's stupid if you ask me, that this other phone had. So it's almost virtually, not saying it's unhackable, because it doesn't have, but because it doesn't have all that stuff, it's minimized. And I go in my phone, into my apps, into default apps. Okay. All of them. Is it default apps? I can't remember. I go into my super apps, which lists everything. And I literally go in and disable notifications, disable. I do this every freaking time. They did not know where I was, because here's the deal. Forget what I just said. I was already being spied on by the perps. The perps were at the station. Okay. All right. Okay, all right. Yeah, they were already there. Arrived after I did. What is going on with my voice, you guys? It's like going down, down, down. Oh my God. I'm gonna talk like this for the rest of the yeah, I'm gonna talk like this. I was singing yesterday, by the way. So last night, but not here, but I was singing. So, and I was. You say I am. Okay, never mind. When I can't feel a thing. Oh my God, I love Lauren Daigle. Okay, so moving right along, you guys. And so I know what it is, and this is what happens to me when I will do it. I will do it. Not all the time, but either way, I'm going to wrap this up, you guys. Just be careful when you see people with fluorescent items on. Back up. Oh, no. I can't go out like that. I forgot to tell you something really juicy, which has something to do. Two things. I started videoing these guys. And when I started videoing them, because they all met up. You right there, but you wait until I come from around the building, and then you guys start up and you come and meet this dude and all this stalking. When they saw that I had my phone and I had it videoing them, they all went behind the building. But I'm going to tell you, I'm not like got my hand sticking all the way out, like, like very obvious. No, I just had my phone in my hand, and I was videoing them. And you can tell the guy that I talked to told them, because he did his little hand gestures as well. Come around here. Now, all three of you guys are right there in the vicinity of each other, but you wait until not scared. Some of you are going to say, well, you're Black African. They could have been scared. No. No. Because truth be told, check this out. If that were true, why did the first guy who was in the, on the street below, you would have to be there by the horses. Okay. He went and parked in the second parking lot, letting this first guy know that I was there, in parentheses. He could have been over there where they were. Okay. He could have already been there. No, you guys. And not only that, I've seen these two trucks before, 2 times. Only one of them one time, and then the second time, both of them. Okay? Yeah. But here is the deal. I go to the station. Now, just because the train is there doesn't mean it's going to pull off. The train actually sits there about 10 minutes each time before it pulls off. Give you time to get off your buses. Even though it's a train station, buses there's one, at this stop, only one particular bus will come, because it's really at the end or the beginning, however you want to look at it. So there's only one bus that comes there. As you go on further in, you're going to have several buses at the other train stations. Okay. And then you have shuttles, because it is the last stop. There's 2 shuttle services that will come there and bring people. Here is the dealio. The train always keeps the doors are always open on the train until it gets ready to pull off. I'm walking towards the train, knowing that I had a little time. I had to buy my ticket. That's what it was. I was buying my ticket. It hadn't been 12 noon. Keep up with me. So it was 12:24 when I went back. I looked at my phone, 12:24. So I had to buy my ticket before getting on the train. There was a door open, of course, and I could look up in the door and see this guy, Hispanic, sitting in a chair right there at the door, but on the other side. I look up and see him, and he has on, not accusing him of anything at all. He has on a fluorescent, one of those fluorescent vests. His goal was to follow me where I was going. Okay. However, when he saw me down there, he got off the train, Look down there at the guys because they came back from around the building temporarily. You'll see in the video, two of them did. Two of them did. One was still behind the building. They all three could have been when he was looking because I was buying my ticket. I look up and see him looking down there in their direction. No one else is down there, you guys. He does his hands like pointing. He pointed one of his fingers to me, moving it back and forth. But he pointed to them, whatever he did, he pointed to me to let him know, okay, I'm on it. You hear me? You guys, what is he doing that for? Why does he have on this fluorescent jacket? This dude gets off, like I said, then he starts pretending. He works for DART or a contractor. He starts messing with trash around in the area. He goes to the trash can, you guys, and starts doing this and doing that. But when he turns his back to me, I'm on the train by now. When he turns his back to me, and I sat by a door myself. When he turns his back to me while he's at that trash can, I make a move. I stand up. First thing you do, make sure they're still not looking. Stand up, got my bags. 3 cars, remember that? I shot to the opposite direction. Okay? Now, keep this in mind. When there's cars, you can go so far. You can actually walk from one end to the other, and go down and come up. Because some of the cars don't have they're just walk through cars. And then some of them have where the train conductor has to sit, on either end. And so you can walk through, but part of that train you can't walk through. It's a conductor part. And so you can't, even though the conductor's not right there, they're in the front. But you can't walk through because there's 2 types of connections, of sections. I left. Okay. I went all the way to the end. And this dude, I don't know if he got on. I don't know what he did at that point. But yeah, he had on a fluorescent jacket. So to sum this up, you guys, everyone that has on these fluorescent jackets, this is what they do. This is their way of blending in. This is their way of looking legitimate. This is their way of making employees think that that's one of their employers rather. They think that that's one of their employees. You don't know all of your employees. You may not even know any of them. You just know this is your business and you have them. You're way at the top. You've never really met any of your people except for the people at the top within your infrastructure. You guys be careful. They're putting these fluorescent vests on to blend in, to make it seem like coming on your premises, to make it seem like they're legitimate, to come on any premises, to do what they need to do. Okay. To make themselves look legitimate for being on those premises. All right. Lastly, I get back last night on my way back. I just got off the train, waiting for the shuttle. Didn't have to wait that long. I think 20 minutes, maybe at that. Turned my little radio on my phone, a little phone that I only listen to the radio on, which did not have the battery in it, by the way. Okay. This phone, trust me, this phone right here. So I'm listening and shuttle comes. I knew one of the ladies on the shuttle. She lives in my complex. Kimmy. I was like, I said, hey. Love her. Beautiful personality. I get on and all of a sudden, the driver, myself, and the lady, we notice this DART police, because they have police. These are official police that work for DART. We noticed this DART police in a vehicle turned his lights on, was flying out of the parking lot. Mind you, I forgot to tell you this. While I was waiting on the shuttle, a vehicle came and did not park in that parking lot. In other words, there's 4 quarters, 2 in the front, 2 behind those 2. Didn't park in and I'm in the parking lot now, right in front of the station. Okay. Where everyone was parked. Like I meant, keep up with me, earlier. But only like one or two cars this time because the sun had gone down. Everybody's gone home from work, yada, 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 school. And there's only two cars in the parking lot, that one. So all of a sudden, I'm waiting on the train. I mean, on the bus, on the shuttle. And I look and I see this vehicle in the second parking lot across from where I was. Parks right directly in front of me. Not literal, you know what I'm saying? Had its lights on, shining bright. I'm in the spotlight. So I looked up. You can see what time the trains are coming and it'll give you the time. So I looked up and saw what time it was. It was, did it say 7:32, 7:44? My shuttle was coming at 7:55. But it was, no. It was 7:49 or something like that. My shuttle was coming at 7:55. I didn't care what time it was. I'm just going to see who this is. You hear me? I didn't care at first. I'm like, I'm just going to, just as I was walking through the parking lot, I was fixing to walk through and attempted to to walk through some high bushes. I didn't care. But then I got stopped by the fence. I didn't see the gate going all the way across. So I had to back up and turn around. And I got back on just as I backed up and made a turn to come back out of there. That's when my shuttle came. Dude, you were very lucky because I want to know who you are, you know. And so that's when my shuttle came and I got on. Okay. And so you guys be careful. In other words, what happened? The Dart police, you know, just the side, no, didn't have any sirens, no sirens. But the lights were flashing, and I mean, this dude is flying out of this parking lot, and obviously, and him I did not see. I didn't even know where this dude was. I didn't. So he was hiding probably on the street, you know, because there's part of the street that I could not see, and he was just right there. Obviously, there's signs out there that specify, and this is what the shuttle driver said, that this is a one way, and that's what the lady that lives in the complex was saying. She said, "That's a one way. What is he doing?" Hispanic dude. God will let you see your people, your perps getting in trouble. This guy went the wrong way, the same way that the shuttle bus, the buses come, the shuttle comes, which is obviously a one way. I didn't realize that. And I told him that. I said, I didn't realize this was a one way. And this guy, SUV, see it in the apartment complex all the time. You guys, he came after him like... like a coyote chasing after a rat. I'm telling you, came after him, man. But the shuttle starts moving and we have to go out in the direction of where he stopped him. You could have bought this dude for a nickel. He was so embarrassed. Yeah. SUV, same SUV. I see it over here all the freaking time. He had the window down. He was fixing to get a ticket. And I'm sure they have the right to look you up. So I'm sure if he had any tickets or whatever, you know what I'm saying? He was fixing to actually get looked up. Because he went the wrong way, thinking he's bad, wanted me to see him, wanted to make sure I saw him. You know, this is how they are. I make sure that I saw, you know, hiding all the time. But when I get on the train, on the shuttle, now I'm not, you know what I'm saying? You way back there hiding. But then when I get on the shuttle, you want to come out. You know what I'm saying? He got after him. I mean, you know, and when we left out, we're leaving out of that parking lot, off the premises. We had to pass right by him, and he had his window down. By the time we left, because we actually sat there it wasn't time for her to go. So we actually sat there another maybe 1 minute or something like that, 1.5 minutes. So dude had his window down. He had already caught him. You guys be careful. I'm telling you, stay woke. This stuff is happening. You got these ignorant people around you. Ladies, please, 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 please. I mean, come on. This is not about me. If you're hating on me, but you've been spied on, that's your problem. I'm just letting you know I'm the messenger. I'm just letting you know what's going on. You know, you can hate on me at another time. And to be honest with you, I shouldn't even care what happens to you. And I don't. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't care what happens to people that are hating on me or whatever. I'm just the messenger. I don't want anything to happen to you. But if you have ill will against me and all that, that's your problem. I'm not trying to speak to you. I'm speaking to everyone. Now, if you listen, you listen. If you don't, you don't. That's up to you. But this stuff is really happening, you guys. It is really happening. So this is Kimmy Wyatt. Thank you for joining. This is the Blue Cup in the Attic. And you guys pay more attention to what's going on right around you. This is not just about me. This is not about some people. This is about a whole bunch of people. A lot. Like I said, the young lady got on the train, and you can tell, me knowing how they do and what they do, that this woman was being followed. She sees this guy. What is he doing? Here he is again. Everywhere I go, I see him. He's following her. She probably doesn't have she's on the first level where she's recognized that something's going on, but she can't put her finger on how in depth it is and what is actually happening to her. She doesn't know. She doesn't know, like I do, the ins and outs of what they're doing. Yeah. Watching her shower, watching her change clothes and everything. He's not in my apartment. He just somehow knows everywhere I go. He is in your apartment, woo woo, via lenses. Yeah, he's in your apartment. All right. Just probably not. He's not in your apartment the way that, that you think that he would be in there, but he's in there. He's in there. Okay. Hasta la vista. Buenos Aires. Buenas noches. Arrivederci. Au revoir. Salida. Don't let the doorknob hit you where the good Lord split you. Ciao Bella. Ciao Belo. Gotta go. Smooches. Bye.